up YouTube? I'm back, and today we're going to be going over these album covers that I did, and I'm going to be teaching you how to make money, taking photos for people, and turning them into album covers, because that's what I did for these two. You can get a really professional look. I think these are industry standard album covers pretty much, and it didn't take me too long to learn how to do, and then it doesn't take me long to make one itself. Charge anywhere from like 50 to a few $100 easily from these two styles. So I'll show you where I got all of the overlays and just kind of what I did throughout the process of this one. I'm going to be breaking down this Dear Dad album cover in particular. I think I like this one better. I went a little bit more in depth in this one, so I think it's a better one to break down for you guys. I'll be showing you where I got all the overlays, how I did every step, and that's pretty much it. So let's get into it. Before we get into it, actually, there's this stat that I'm going to pop up on the screen. That's totally messed up. You guys, if you're watching right now, there's a good chance you're not subscribed. So, go down and make that, I think it's red, make it white. I don't know. Anyways, click the subscribe button and then the bell next to it. While you're at it, comment and like, because I'm going to be doing one video every day for all of December. Like people do Vlogmas and stuff. I'm going to do Tutorialmas. I don't know if I'm going to call it that, but that's pretty much what it's going to be. I'm going to be uploading one video every day, all of December. That sounds like a lot. I really didn't think this over. Definitely give me some motivation in the comments below, like the video and stuff, because a video every day for 31 days, I think, is going to be pretty rough, considering that I upload a video about once every 2 months. Ooh, also help me out. I need video tutorial ideas because I'm going to be uploading a bunch of them, and I don't have 30 more lined up. So if you have a music video you want to learn how to do, an effect you want to learn how to do, pretty much anything visually that you want to learn how to do, comment that in the description, and then maybe post a link to the source or whatever where you found it. That way I can look at it and see if I can do a tutorial on it. All right, so hopping into Photoshop here, the first thing I always do is I create project with 3000 by 3000 pixels. I'm going to name it cover tutorial. I make sure it's a roughly 300 pixels per inch. Everything else should be good. And then what we're going to do, I'm just going to use the pictures that I used for the original album cover that I showed you, the Dear Dad one. And I'm going to use the same main photo again, and then just crop it up to where you want it. Something like that should work. I remember I had the text on top, so that's why I'm giving a little bit of room here. Maybe make it a little bigger, and there we go. And then the first thing I wanted to do with this album cover in particular, I saw the film picture strips used in some other album cover. I can't really remember what it was, 'cause I made this a while ago, but I thought that was really cool. And around the same time, Cinepacks came out with a pack where it had the film strips, so I thought that was really cool. It's under their Cinepacks Film Matte FX pack. I think by far their best pack. They have so much included in it. That's the one I use the most, just because I like everything in it. Code Brian5, link in the description. I'll have it linked to this exact pack, so you can just click that. I think you'll get $5 off. It helps me out. You could really make some money off using these packs. I think the pack's less than $50, and that's bare minimum what you guys should be charging for an album cover. It is underneath. There's one of 3 packs, so it's underneath the first pack, and then I went to full film strips. We don't have to use the same one, but let's see. Just go through them all. I like this one. I don't know if that's the one I used originally. I don't think it is, but I like that one. I'm gonna open that up in Photoshop so it actually opens it up as a its own new project. That way you can drag in the pictures really easy. So I'm not gonna do the exact same order as I did the original one, and this is what it makes it so easy. You can just go and drag your photos underneath the layer. So I'm just gonna do that one. We'll do this, and then just make sure your layers are lining up where the top layer is going over there. See how that one kind of had that photo leaking into the next frame. Just make sure that the layer's on top of it, and if you need to, you can just crop it with this and just delete there. But we don't need to do that because we are making sure the order of the layers. And then last but not least, we're gonna do that. And then just like that, you have a film strip. And as you can see in the original one, I added these. I don't even know if that's a thing that film does. I just thought it looked cool, so I just took a brush. So I'm gonna make a new layer, call it brush overlay, and make sure it's above all the layers here. And then go ahead and click on that layer, and then just use a random brush. I have this Kyle Ultimate Charcoal one. I don't know. I think I found it on the internet. I'm pretty sure it's a free brush pack. If not, you can find some brush packs online for free. And I'm just going to select, I don't know exactly what color I did, but I remember I just splatted it on. and then went to divide. So like here, that's gonna do a blue. I don't know if blue is exactly what we want here. Oh, I like saturation here. It fits in. So just play around with the overlays and make it your own. It's not really doing too much crazy stuff. It just makes it look a little bit more unique. I think that looks real cool here, like all the different colors coming through. Make one really big one down here maybe. And then that's it for one of the film strips. And all you do is file and save that. And we're gonna go to our desktop and go to pictures. And I'm gonna save it as a Photoshop file first, just to make sure that if we wanna go back and change something like the brush overlay or what photos in what order, you can do that really easily. So then save it as a PNG and then click large. And then we are going to open up that film strip again. And I use the same one on both of them. You don't have to. I think it probably is better that you use the same one just because it kind of has its own style or whatever. And you can like see a theme, I guess. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I did. So then we're just gonna take more photos here. Make sure it's underneath that layer. Drag. I'm trying to find ones I didn't use already. Hopefully I didn't use any of these. I don't think we use this one. So yeah, like I said, this is a really good way to like upsell your music videos. You can like say, I'll take pictures for you while we're there, and then you can pitch an album cover and make a few extra $100 on a music video just like that. Cannot remember the last picture I didn't use. Hopefully, if not, it's no big deal. It's just for the video. And we're gonna do the same thing with the brush overlay. 1 second, the UPS guy's here, and my dogs are going crazy. And we back. All right. So like I was saying, we're gonna do the brush overlays again. Maybe I'll just choose a different color this time. We'll do saturation again just so it fits the theme. And you don't have to do this in your film strips or whatever. I just thought it was kind of cool. Thought it was something I didn't see anyone else do. And just adds a little bit, you know? All right, and then we're saving this as on our desktop, pictures, film strip 2. Saving it as a PSD first. Can you relax? All right, and then we're saving it as a PNG here. Same thing. And just like that, that's a big portion of the album cover, at least in this case. So then what I do is I go ahead and go to where I have the film strips, and I'm just gonna drag in each film strip one by one. There. We'll do a little tilt like that. And then the other one, we'll match the tilt. I probably should have done that at the beginning, but just kind of make it fit properly. It's good enough. And then what I did for this album cover at least is I cropped him out with the pen tool and then put like his leg in front of this one and then his back or jacket, whatever, in front of this, just to kind of give it a little bit of depth and make it something different. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I used the pen tool originally, but I'm just gonna use the quick selection tool. It probably won't look as nice, but you'll be able to get the idea. And you only really need to mask out the parts that are going to be used in the whatever. So you don't have to mask out his face unless his face is over the film strip, if that makes sense. Cool. And then I'm just going to click select and mask. There we are. That looks good. And we're just going to click OK and Control J. And then you just drag these above those two. Didn't drag up. There we are. And then there you have it. You're above the layer of the film strip. And then I didn't like these like weird spaces here, right? Like where the film strips like kind of just behind the background. So what I did is I made a new layer. Made it, you just put it above the two film strips. And then what I did is I selected the color of the film strip and used that brush again, that same brush, kind of just painted over it. And then I don't know exactly what blending mode I used, but we'll figure it out soon. I think I used like darker color. Darken works for here. And then you can make it look however you want. I just didn't like those two white spots or whatever in the back. I really hope you guys can't hear these noises that these dogs are making because they're disgusting. And then I noticed I added this flare. We're gonna turn off all the overlays and this flare. I just Google searched flare PNG or something like that. Put that right over his watch. Just adds a little bit of something. I don't know. I thought it looked cool. And replicating what we did here. We can do the text next. Yeah. So I just found like a script font. I guess this one works. I didn't even know I had it. We're gonna go Dear Dad. Wait, this might actually just be the one I used, to be honest. I'm gonna space out the letters a little bit. Maybe 200 here. I'm just gonna center it up there. And what I did with this is I just added Dear Dad and then Dear Dad again with like some cursive fonts or whatever. And then I like removed parts so it kind of made it look like 3D or whatever. I'll show you. So we're gonna go Dear Dad here, and we're just gonna Control J that layer, and then we're gonna find like a script font. And then we're gonna make sure it's capitalized. There we are. All right, yeah, this is the same font I used. It's called, I'll tell you what it's called in a second. It is called Amalfi Coast. And then the other one is called Neothic. And then what I did is I just made the cursive layer the color of the film strip or something like that. So I'm just gonna make it a little brighter maybe. That looks cool. And then before we make it 3D, I'm just gonna do a nice drop shadow on the image, make the size a lot less. Kind of just separates it from the background or whatever. Opacity 50, kind of just play with it, whatever looks good to you. We go over here to the cursive layer and rasterize type. That way you can use the eraser tool, erase parts like this. So what this is doing is it's kind of just making it look like it's going behind text itself. And you can spend a lot of time doing this, make it look good. Kind of cruise through this. As you can see here on the D, it already kind of looks like it's going behind it. And then just go to each layer or letter and do this. So I'm just gonna speed up this so you guys don't have to watch. Just choose random parts, so you don't have to do every part that crosses over the letter itself. That's what makes it kind of look like it's just being wrapped around or whatever. All right, so I went through and did that, and I made just some erases where I thought whatever. Didn't do the best job because I was just trying to be fast for the sake of tutorial. But yeah, that's what I went ahead and did. And that, I don't know, it kind of just adds something else besides just one layer of font. I figured, and like I found out with like a lot of album covers that people do, like if the font is just really simplistic, unless that's the look you're going for, which is totally cool, it like kind of takes away from the album cover. So that was my way of kind of adding something different and just making the text pop a little bit more. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to make the both of them a little bit bigger. That looks good to me. And then basically the last step is just adding like overlays and texture. So what I did is I'm just going to copy and paste over the combination of everything I have. And I'll kind of go through and show you guys where I got that stuff from. That's not from Cinepacks. I think they're from all over, honestly, but I'll let you know. The paper effect you can get from, where did I use them from? You could probably just find some paper effects, but I can't really remember where I got this pack from. I got it a long time ago. It's called CM Black Paper Textures. So if you know where that's from, shout out to them. Just pictures of black paper. And then I tossed that on linear dodge add and then turned on the opacity or whatever. So that's probably the biggest one. And then I just added some curves. I guess I could show you the curve, whatever. Just makes it a little bit more contrast heavy. Photo filter. I just added a little bit of green to everything. I don't know, just thought that looked cool. And then these are stills from video, like film burns or whatever. And I think these are from, let me look real quick. Yeah, so these are from Justin Odisho in his Super 8 4K film pack. It's a pretty cool pack, and I just used some of the stills and turned on the opacity like 10% or whatever. Doesn't really do much, but it just kind of adds a little bit. That's what all these little overlays are about. And just like that, you have a pretty industry standard album cover, I would say. And we replicated the one I did pretty similarly. All right, guys. So like I said, that stat or whatever is messed up. So if you're watching and you made it all the way to the end, you might as well subscribe. Give me a chance in another video. I guess that video is going to be tomorrow because I'm uploading 31 videos in 31 days in December. Most of them are going to be tutorials. I'd assume the big vast majority of them are going to be, but I'm not 100% sure if they're all going to be tutorials. So if you made it all the way to the end, appreciate you. Thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe, follow my Instagram, and we will catch you in tomorrow's video.